What do you know about the birthplace of civilization? Ancient Mesopotamia is the cradle of human civilization, encompassing modern-day Iraq, Kuwait, and parts of Syria, Turkey, and Iran. The Mesopotamians were the first to develop complex societies and systems, including writing, agriculture, architecture, and mathematics. Hello, and welcome back to The Abandoned Archaeologist, the channel to learn all about ancient archaeological findings. Today we will uncover the hidden wonders of this ancient land and its people. But before we begin, to get your attention, we have a question you can answer at the end of the video. What were some of the most significant contributions of ancient Mesopotamia to human civilization? Write down your answer in the comment section and see if you got it right. Here we begin. Mesopotamia, the land between two rivers, is a cradle of civilization that has played a crucial role in shaping human history. Its vast and varied contributions include revolutionary inventions like the wheel, the first cereal crops, and a cursive script that transformed communication. From the Sumerians and Akkadians to the Greeks and Arameans, Mesopotamia was a melting pot of cultures, a hub of innovation, and a center of power. The region's name derives from the Greek words for middle and river, and the ancient Akkadian term for the area was between two rivers. Today, Mesopotamia refers to the region's historical significance, while modern-day names like Syria, Jazeera, and Iraq denote its current geographical boundaries. Nevertheless, Mesopotamia is a fascinating and complex region that has left an indelible mark on our world. History. From the lower Paleolithic period to the Muslim conquest, the ancient Near East saw the rise and fall of highly developed states. One of the four riverine civilizations, Mesopotamia gave birth to major territorial states and cities like Uruk, Nippur, and Babylon. Notable historical Mesopotamian figures include Ur-Nammu, Sargon of Akkad, and Hammurabi. In addition, recent DNA analysis of 8,000-year-old remains reveals similarities to people living in Turkey and Iraq today. Ancient Mesopotamia. That was the northern part of ancient Mesopotamia thousands of years ago, but as time passed, these communities grew, and the Sumer people were credited with creating the first cities. Uruk, built around 3200 BC, was a mud brick metropolis that boasted public art, temples, and gigantic columns. It even had a population of around 50,000 people at its peak. But the Sumerians didn't stop there. They developed the earliest form of written language, cuneiform, to keep detailed records of their trades. And while other ancient people made pottery by hand, the Sumerians developed the turning wheel to mass produce it. They even had containers for workers' rations, like the ancient version of Tupperware. It wasn't until around 2800 BC that the Sumerians began using written communication as we know it. They used pictographs or drawings of various objects to keep track of goods. Over time, they started combining these pictographs to express ideas and actions, eventually becoming symbols for words and sounds. The ancient Sumerians were ingenious farmers who developed sophisticated irrigation systems to make the most of the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers. They created an intricate network of canals, dams, and gates made from local materials like reeds and palm trunks to regulate the water flow and enrich their fields with fertile silt. Their innovative methods enable them to produce abundant crops and sustain a thriving civilization. But the Sumerians weren't just skilled farmers. They also made important contributions to transportation technology. For example, while they didn't invent the wheel, they were the first to create a two-wheeled chariot that could be driven by a team of animals. Although these carts were likely used for ceremonial or military purposes rather than everyday travel due to the difficult terrain, they still represented a significant step forward in transportation technology. Additionally, the Sumerians produced a manual that taught farmers how to use different types of plows to maximize their harvests. They even had a prayer to Ninkilim, the goddess of field rodents, to protect their crops from being eaten. Moreover, the Sumerians were innovative and industrious people who contributed significantly to various fields. For example, they were among the first to mass-produce wool fabric for clothing, creating larger working organizations that paved the way for modern manufacturing. Without stones and timber for building, the Sumerians developed a method of making bricks from clay using molds. Although their buildings were not as sturdy as stone structures, they were able to build more of them, allowing for the growth of larger cities. The Sumerians were also pioneers in metallurgy, using copper to create a wide range of practical tools, from spearheads to razors and intricate works of art depicting mythical creatures. Perhaps one of their most enduring legacies was developing a sophisticated numbering system based on units of 60. This system, which replaced the crude notches on bones used by earlier peoples, was recorded on clay tablets using cuneiform writing. It provided the foundation for more advanced mathematical calculations by future civilizations. And around 3000 BC, the Sumerians gained control of Mesopotamia, including several city-states like Eridu, Nippur, and Lagash. The first recorded king of a united Sumer was Etana of Kish, although it's uncertain if he existed, as he's also part of a Sumerian mythology. Later, Meskia-Gasher of Uruk became king, followed by the warrior Lugalbanda around 2750 BC. These rulers laid the foundation for Sumer's rich culture and civilization that would thrive for centuries. Gilgamesh, Sargon, and the Akkadians, Gudians, Ur-Nama, etc. The ancient land of Mesopotamia was home to several powerful empires that made groundbreaking strides in politics, literature, art, and architecture. The Sumerians were among the earliest settlers of this fertile crescent, building decentralized city-states, creating a numbering system based on units of 60, and using copper to make useful items and dramatic art. Lugalbanda, the warrior king of Uruk, fathered Gilgamesh, whose epic journey to the land of the gods in search of eternal life remains an enduring work of literature. The Akkadians, led by Sargon the Great, established the world's first multicultural empire, expanded trade, and built impressive ziggurats. The Gutians' rule caused a severe downturn in the empire's prospects, but Ur-Nama, king of the city of Ur, established the first recorded code of law, only to be defeated by the Elamites and the Amorites in 2004 BC. Mesopotamian gods and art. Mesopotamian religion worshipped a pantheon of gods with three main deities: Yah, the god of wisdom; Anu, the sky god; and Enlil, the god of earth and agriculture. Yah created and saved humans from a great flood, a story that influenced biblical tales. Each city had its patron god or goddess, and their sophisticated religious art included a terracotta plaque of the goddess Ishtar or Ereshkigal. Mesopotamian art advanced with metalworking, including the earliest known metal artwork, a silver kneeling bull from 3000 BC. Art often portrayed rulers and their military victories, such as the limestone relief of Akkadian king Naram-Sin. Assyrian kings' palaces featured reliefs of their lion hunting activities and battles, including the famous Ishtar Gate fashioned from glazed bricks. Unfortunately, many Mesopotamian treasures were lost during the conflicts in Iraq in the 21st century. This is it. What do you think of ancient Mesopotamia? Comment below. And the answer to our question is the wheel, cursive script, agriculture, and astronomy. Subscribe for more.